My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your forecast for June 2014. Thank you for your patience. Oh, and thank you so much for booking your readings with me. I've had a very hectic month thanks to the YouTubers and giving me, helping me create this business and giving me the time to read for you. So thank you for choosing me and for Google Plussing me and subscribing and all of that good stuff. And also, if you'd like to book with me, I do tarot readings, also astrological readings, or a combination of them both in my readings on my website at audreyallison.com, so you can reach me there. There's a variation of different reading lengths that you could pay for. So, what do we have going here in June? I've got dry erase boards and a whole new graph system over here that I've constructed and basically bought out all of CVS in order to make these little projects here, but I'm excited about them. All right, so in June we have a Mercury retrograde. Mercury's retrograding on the 7th of June through the 30th of June, clearing his shadow July 26th, although going direct on the 7th or the 1st of July. Mercury's retrograding 3 degrees of Cancer, and then he goes a deeper retrograde into Gemini on the 17th. So this is going to affect your 3rd house of Gemini in the second half, and first it'll affect your 4th house of Cancer, your home. Now, there could be technical difficulties in the home arena, but also in your communications. Having Mercury retrograde in its sign of Gemini that it actually governs will really make the tongue a little slippery, so you really want to watch what you're trying to say and watch your words that you're expressing and how you're expressing yourself. I think it might be a little bit harder for people to understand you the last 3 weeks of June. So just only say what you have to say and mean what it is that you're saying, okay? Also on the home front, Mercury retrograding in your 4th house first, there could be a plumbing issue. And I said that in the last reading, but I'm feeling that this could be a watery kind of retrograde where there could be glitches in plumbing systems or piping. And for those of you who are actually working on the home, modifying it, beautifying it, getting it ready for summer, just take it at a slower pace due to some of the temporary delays with Mercury, who, when he retrogrades, he just slows up in the sky. He doesn't actually go backwards. He just appears as if he does. So just take it easy on trying to accomplish those tasks on the home front, okay? On the 9th of June, Neptune retrogrades at 7 degrees Pisces in your 12th house, right behind you, in your spiritual side. Now, this is very amazing placement for Neptune for you, but also this ingress or this retrograde of Neptune will actually make you see clearer, because Neptune going direct puts on foggy glasses. You may have been really confused about spirituality or have maybe some rose-colored glasses or delusions about where your spiritual self lies, or if you're actually perceiving your premonitions and your psychic ability, your third eye. If you're seeing things clearly, you might have gotten mixed messages with Neptune direct. But now that he actually retrogrades, you see things clearer in the 12th. You could get some pretty intense messages with also Chiron retrograde there. Chiron's retrograding in the same house of Pisces at 17 degrees Pisces on the 20th of June in this 12th house of spirituality, quiet inner reflection, dreams, the relaxed rest. The 12th house is rest. So seeing things clearly, and also Chiron, the asteroid, the wounded healer, you could be licking your wounds, healing from something of a spiritual nature. You could have lost someone or went through a loss that you needed to heal from. And I'm getting a calming kind of feeling wash over me. This is a sense of peace, Aries. So as the warrior, you might need a little peace. Your ruling planet is now direct, Mars, stationed in Libra, your 7th house of relationships. So you might actually feel like you have more action and more activity there. But it might be a good time for you to not expel too much energy except maybe in the 7th where it supports it in your relationships. But in your 12th house, I feel like you might need some time to yourself, or maybe create some boundary for yourself. It might be a good time to implement that in June. Quieter month. On the 13th, we have the full moon at 22 degrees Sagittarius. Fire sign, one of your compatible friends. This is in your 9th house of adventure and faraway travel and location and study and philosophy and religion. You have some 9th house and 12th house stimulation. You could be very interested in the practices of Eastern cultures or religions that are farther away from you. I shouldn't say just Eastern, because just because I'm in the Northern Hemisphere on the Western map and Western astrology, it doesn't necessarily mean I'm reading for that exact group. So wherever you are, this would be a different culture than the one that is close to you. The 9th house is far away locations. So keep that in mind. You might get information downloaded into you in that 12th house, because your dreams will be very open in the 12th, premonitions. And you'll be very clear in that time. I want to pull a card right now. The King of Vessels. This is psychic ability, 12th house. And water for Pisces, where it's all stationed. But it's also water referring to Cancer, where we have a lot of action with the new moon, where Mercury's retrograding, and also where Jupiter's stationed. You might be going inward, Aries, and for the most active sign, you have that next to Leo. You might slow down for you. Okay, so just keep it, and that's okay. You know, you don't always have to be going full speed ahead. So keep that in your mind. I mentioned Chiron, also retrograding on the 20th. There's a lot of retrogrades in June. June 21, the sun enters Cancer at 6:51 a.m. on the Eastern Standard Time clock. And that is the first day of summer, the longest day of the year. And I love that time. Okay, so this is affecting your 4th house. So every year at this time, the sun is shining in on the home from June 21 to July 21. So your emphasis is at home. So this is the perfect time to remain chilled out. I mean, you have that 12th house. If you're going to take some time, home is the best place to do it. You don't necessarily have to travel abroad to the 9th. You could be thinking about the 9th and plotting that, but I wouldn't suggest traveling too far in a Mercury retrograde anyway, because there will be delays. It's just unavoidable. On the 23rd of June, Venus, planet of love and money and beautification, enters Gemini in this 3rd house of communication, where Mercury is retrograding until the 17th. So even though there is this retrograde, this is one of the lighter ones of this year out of the 3 that we're having. It kind of balances each other out with the blessings that Venus has in the 3rd house. Also, the sun is in the 3rd house until the 21st. And then also, Mercury retrograding there, it kind of lessens the effect of any disastrous communications that you could have. I apologize for the car horn. There's nothing I can do about it. I know I actually get messages about people complaining that I do these readings outside and that it's so distracting. However, for every negative email I do receive or comment, I have just as many positive. So it's kind of like I've grown to not take anything personally, whether it's positive or negative. So just for a little bit of giving you a little heads up on how I'm feeling about the YouTube. I'm so appreciative for it, but I do apologize for the external noises, although it's completely out of my control. On June 25th through the 28th, we have an exact opposition between Uranus, who is stationed in Aries and has been for quite a while, and Mars, now direct stationed in Libra. Complete opposition between the 25th and 28th. Now this happens usually between them every 2 years. They go at it. This is in between your 1st and your 7th house. So Uranus has been with you, Aries, and has brought on some pretty sudden, shocking, and surprising revelations in your 1st house of self and ego and personality over the last 2.5 years. So again, between the 1st and 7th house, between your relationships or your business partnerships. If you're single, Uranus could suddenly bring in a relationship. Oppositions are tense aspects, but they're also very direct. They mean business. So Mars stationed in your 7th house is giving you energy to draw in a relationship or energy behind the relationship that you already had. It could mean a little aggression or competition or argument, or bring out a little more argumentative tone to you in the 7th house. However, I really think that Uranus is pulling in something shocking and surprising. And I like to believe that the glass is half full. So this could bring in, for those of you single Aries, between the 25th and 28th, could be a tense time, but keep your eyes open, because you could shockingly meet a very significant partner, soulmate action in the 7th house from that area. That 3 or 4 day period is very positive for that. We also end the month on the 27th with our new moon, 5 degrees Cancer, in this 4th house of home again for you. You know, for those Arians who are considering a move, the end of the month of June is the time to really start planting seeds to get that going. I would wait until Mercury clears his shadow in July. 26th of July is the perfect time to implement a move. However, from the 1st of July on, you'd have smoother success. Let me pull some cards for you and see what's happening, Aries. Yeah, you've got Jupiter in the 4th, the new moon in the 4th. There's a lot going on in the home for you. Surprise in the home, and even beneficial beautification of the home. The 7 of Pentacles is the obelisk, going through changes, transformation, all 7 chakras, aligning things. This could have to do with the 12th house of spirituality and quiet, secret self. You're getting things ready for the 1st house action. It's like the 12th house is just before you have a full 12-sign cycle again. And Pisces, you have action in that 12th house between Neptune and Chiron. This is the 4 of Wands, the bride and the groom, the 7th house, where Mars is giving you action. And Mars is representative of fire. I really feel like Aryans who have been really waiting and showing their patience for true love, or that commitment, or the monogamy, could really receive it now that Mars is direct. Look towards the end of June for that. Also, watch your competition, argument, and aggression now with your ruling planet Mars going direct. Okay, I forgot to mention that Mars governs you. So you do have this energy, but I feel like your energy might be better spent inward. Yoga, meditation, spirituality, a lot of the 12th house practices would really benefit you right now. And I know that's a slower pace for you, so that's just something you'll have to attempt to get used to for the month of June. But you have this with you. You have strength on your side. Okay, Aries, another fire card, representative of Leo, the lion. I love the strength. Now, you don't have anything happening in your 5th house. However, you will in July because Jupiter will be stationed there. It will move into your 5th house on July 17th through August 25th of 2015. So a year and a month and a week. You'll have Jupiter in this 5th house of strength and love and romance and children and creative endeavors. Hone it in, Aries, in June, because I think that you will go full speed ahead in July, and I will absolutely get those July forecasts up earlier than I am this month. Thank you again for your patience. Have a sweet day, and if you'd like to book with me, I'm at audreyallison.com, and on Facebook, I'm at Audrey Alison Astrology and Tarot. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you next month. Bye, Aries.